Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be all about the Phoenix again. Going to be doing exhaust system, so all this stuff here. Yeah, it was this car's biggest problem with exhaust. Well, one of the biggest problems. Well, one of a series of problems. Basically, just had like a little 2-inch sort of Y piece from both banks into a 3-inch, and then out the back. But it also had a lot of damage and leaks, and it just sounded terrible. I don't know if I've shown you the muffler that came off it, but yeah, it's a work of art. Yeah, that's it there. So not a whole lot of it left. Yeah, so I wanted to go for a twin system, probably with a H pipe, and sort of up, up over the diff and then out the back sort of thing. I haven't got enough of the whole thing, but enough to make a start. So yeah, I've just got a heap of bends, well, not a heap, a few 45s, a couple of 90s. I've got 2 of these mufflers, glass pack mufflers. They're going to be pretty good. I've got some hangers and some flange bits. I've got some old flange bits there somewhere. A couple of straight lengths. This is all stainless steel, so I've got some stainless steel welding rods. I'm going to have to use the stick. I tried to get some stainless steel MIG wire, but yeah, they didn't have any, so yeah, I'm just going to have to use stick. We're just hoping to use MIG for it. Would have been a nice night, or sort of a neater job. But yeah, so I'll show you what the plan is under here. So this side's not too bad. Got the exhaust flange there. It's only a 2-inch exhaust, but I'm just 2.5-inch pipe I'm going to use on it for now. That's just going to come straight out here. Sorry, straight out this side, and then it's got the exhaust cut out there, and that'll just travel on through to the back. This side's a lot more difficult because we've got the steering box in the way. So yeah, I was sort of thinking at this stage to go from the flange down through here, because it's got to line up with that exhaust cutout in the transmission cross, remember there. So I'm going to have to go through here and then through here. This is going, that's the aftermarket fuel line, which can get, that'll be out of the way. That's the handbrake cable. I can probably just move that up a bit more, and then this can be, I can bend that a bit out of the way to sort of get it to go through the middle, is the plan there. And then the rest should be pretty simple. This is going to be the hard bit, this bit here. So yeah, I do have some headers to go on it, but yeah, they're going to require a bit of modifications to fit in without having to belt the crap out of them. So modifications down there, which I'm not going to worry about too much at this point. I'm just going to roll with these log manifolds for now. These are them there. Yeah, I think just to get it registered, I'll just use what's in there, and then after that, I'll get these little beauties on there. Just a bit of mucking around to achieve that is the only thing. All right, we'll get into it. Alrighty, so here's the state of play at the moment. I've got this bit here, so that's currently just on the flange there, coming down, so it's pretty close to that steering box there, but I think I can change that. I'm going to trim this sort of here-ish, is the deal there. And I've got so I've marked out this piece, so that's going to go, because I've got to go over this torsion bar. So I'm thinking that sort of arrangement there is the deal. Trim that there, and then trim that sort of there somewhere. That'll spit me out over the torsion bar there. Got another couple of bends there I can use, so yeah. Right, I'll go and make a few cuts and see how we're looking from there. Alrighty, so I've trimmed down that one off the manifold dump pipe, I suppose you could call it. Not really, no. But here's the other bit that I've trimmed, and that is perfect. Looks like it grew there. So it just comes over that torsion bar quite nicely, just around that steering box. There's still enough room there for it to move and stuff. So I'm gonna might make a mark and put a tack on it at least, and move on to the next section. Once I get through this bit here, which is the only difficult bit, the rest of it's all pretty easy. So yeah, I'll go and put a tack on that, get it in situ, and bring in the next bit. Alright, so got a flange sort of tacked on, I've got it bolted in situ. Seems to be what I'm after. Sort of, it's coming out over that torsion bar, which is where I want it. Now it's going to be a matter of adding something like this to sort of straighten it up. So I might just sort of cut that elbow on a bit of an angle and have that just sort of run, so it's sort of I'll move that handbrake cable out of the way. I'll end up running something like this through there, and then that'll just carry on through to there and be an all exhaust pipe. So yeah, alright, let me cut and measure that up, and I'll get that welded in or tacked in. Alright, so I'm getting close. I'll take this bit of straight pipe under, and might be right, I think, with a bit of luck. Righto. So obviously need to make a few modifications there. Might have to bend something or make a bend, add a bend to it. Well, that's all good, but basically yeah, I want to do a cut. Might just have to, I was hoping to try, and I've got this I've got that cut down there that's going to go in there and straighten up for this, but I sort of thought this would be a bit sort of ow, great, something might be able to move that bracket, that automatic bracket over a Fracco. Yeah. So looks like trying to do that camera with one hand. So that'll go there and straighten up towards the rear. Or did it go that way? Straighten up towards the rear. Yeah, alright, sweet as. So I'll have to stick that on, tack that on, get a bit of straight out here, and there might have to be just an angle to go round onto that floorboard there with a, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I thought I could just go straight from there to the back, which would have been a whole lot easier, but I'm not going to be able to. So let me mark and tack that, and then I'll run a bit of straight pipe, and we'll see what we can go from there. Alrighty, well, this together, just got the marks here. That's the one. Just use some tape, nice and easy. I'd use magnets, but it's stainless steel, so it will take some work. I'm sure it's getting close to. This is what the butchers do. Okay. I've got a stainless steel here. On, I'll burn a big hole in it. At least we'll get a laugh out of it, let's put it. Alrighty. That's gone really well. Somehow I knew that would happen. I've got this turned up a bit. Yeah. Alright, so I've got a bit of straight pop on there, well I had it on there. It's not quite going to work, so I'm just going to modify this, cut that a bit straighter. It's probably a bit hard to see. Cut that a bit straighter. Cut a short length of straight, and then sort of I'm going to put like another curve in the bottom here, and then we can start heading to the back of the car. So yeah, take this off again and make some modifications. I'm better off with an hacksaw cut for that one. I'll do an hacksaw cut on that one. That'll be easier, I think. All right. Got this straight bit to go in there. That's going to go on there. Yeah, like that. I can sort of adjust it to move it to suit, so that's pretty good. Go on and have a look. All right, where are we? So this goes in here. This should go over there, which it sort of does. Alright, so that can be adjustable. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and mark that. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, actually, it's going to go that way a ways. Yep, that's still all good. Yeah, maybe that needs to go that way more. Yeah. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to have to put the camera down to get a marker out. Get that tacked in place, marked out. Move on to the next bit. Hey, well, it's weeks later. Had a fair bit going on, but anyway, we'll get into that. But yeah, I'll show you where we're at with the exhaust so far. So the story is, I've just sort of gone straight through the transition cutouts here. Yeah, on both sides, sort of levelled out. So more or less ready to start getting a bit of straight pipe on and some mufflers and hanger. So I got these off eBay for like 15, 20 bucks, packet of 5. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's nice and easy. That'll probably go on here somewhere. It's going to hang down a bit, but not much really to do about it. Not a whole lot of room for it, to be honest. Unless it's sort of, no, I could just, we'll see what happens anyway. Might just put it straight on there and not have a pipe, but we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I've got a little cross pipe as well, which I've got. Well, I've got the pipe for. It's going to be quite a long cross pipe, obviously. I was going to try and do it here, but I might do it there. They reckon the closer to the engine, the better. So yeah, I might just go across here. I think it'll fit. Yeah. So that's the story on that. That's where that's at. More work to do. I've still got to go up and over the diff yet. I was thinking I might try and it's quite a fair bit of space there. Yeah, not too sure what the plan there is at this point. Bit of a nightmare, but it'd be good to sort of, I don't know, order some pre-made over the diff ones, but yeah, let's see how we go on that. Yeah. So just for the exhaust, I've gone to mild steel. I'm sort of a bit over the welding of the stainless steel is becoming quite frustrating. I mean, it's working, but it's painful. So I should just be able to buzz the press this together with MIG, which will be so much easier. I'm a lot better at MIG welding than I am at stick welding, so I'll be carrying on with that. But yeah, as far as fair few changes going around the place at the moment, you might have noticed there's a carport now. So yeah, the company I work for sort of helps you out with that sort of thing. So got a lot more sort of shaded area to work under now. So, and the other one is, yeah, obviously the Rescue XF, that's back. So it's been over to mate's house undercover for ages, but I've got a bit more room now, so move the truck back. That's a project I'll get to after this project. But yeah, so we can do a bit of work on this, including some rust repairs. Got a panel here to cover the rust there. You can see through it. It's quite bad. The other side's got a few dents, but we'll sort those out. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. The weather's coming good. It's absolutely beautiful at the moment. It's like 15 degrees overnight and solid 30 degrees during the day. So yeah, it's back into working on the car. So yeah, I've got a fair bit going on. I've got the skids coming up on the 23rd of August, so I'll be doing a video on that, and plus I'll be bringing the ute, setting a couple of sets off there. I had that out the other day and blew the bloody blew the heater block off and all the coolant dumped out, so that was the end of that. But a bit more running in time there and we're all good to go. So yeah, thanks for watching. A lot more coming up. Stay tuned. Cheers.